We have a classic, very moving example of something good coming out of something just awful. Back in August, 31 American Special Operations Forces were killed when the Taliban shot down their helicopter in Afghanistan. 22 of the dead were Navy SEALs from the team that took out Osama bin Laden.
In a moment, we'll meet a Navy wife who found a way to honor those heroes and support their families. First, let's take a look back at the deadliest single incident for U.S. troops in Afghanistan.
The team aboard the Chinook helicopter, like this one, were operating as backup in the Tangi Valley, just west of the Afghan capital of Kabul, when they were hit by a rocket-propelled grenade. When the remains of the dead were flown back to Dover Air Force Base, President Obama joined with the families who long learned to live with the fear that their loved ones might not come home.
He's going over. It's a flip of a coin if he comes back or not. He loves all you guys and all his friends, all the kids who were here yesterday.
Knowing the dangers of a soldier's job is one thing, but nothing can prepare the families for the loss.
The Office of Armed Forces had called my daughter-in-law Tabitha and informed her that my son John had been killed this morning in Afghanistan.
We mourn, more than anything else, his life of unfulfilled dreams.
Including the dreams of raising the children they've left behind.
Joining us now is Suzanne Vogel, the wife of a former Navy SEAL. They knew many of the victims, and she's here to tell us about a fundraising project that grew out of that tragedy this morning. Good morning, Suzanne.
Good morning.
So the military, always a very closely knit community, the Navy, and the SEAL community in particular, very close knit. So tell me a little bit about how that community reacted to the disaster here.
Well, first of all, my husband was part of Naval Special Warfare, but not a SEAL. I have another family member who is. My husband was had another support role. It's a very close community, and we were heartbroken. Everybody was heartbroken.
And so how did you turn the heartbreak into something that would be positive?
Well, I think having raised 5 children in Naval Special Warfare, I was very acutely aware that sometimes you need to be able to do something. I wanted to empower the children. And so we started making some stickers, and they gave all their allowance money. And we went to a parking lot, and it kind of took off from there.
And where are the stickers being used now?
Everywhere. People contact us from all over, and we send them stickers. We, accept donations for the Navy SEAL Foundation, which sole purpose is to help the children and the widows and the returning wounded. And football teams have worn them on their helmets, and it's just been really a blessing to be part of it.
It really has sort of taken off a bit. How important was it to you to have something for the kids to use to get their arms around the tragedy?
I think that is how you get a military child through what a military child has to go through. And I think it's also a way for people to be invested in America and to know that these guys are doing it for them. And so I wanted to encourage the families of the SEALs and the other Special Warfare members, as well as give the kids a sense that they belong and that they're doing it for them.
What kind of money at this point have you raised for all of this?
Well, considering we started with $96 from Hunter and $92 from Alexandra, $140 from Mom, it's in excess of $10,000.
Wow.
We're not sure exactly how much because we just funnel it all to the foundation, and lots of people hear about us and then we'll give it straight to the foundation. So.
Now, you talk about the way in which this has started to catch people's eyes. I know in particular there's been one NASCAR driver, I think Josh Richards, who's sort of, tell me a little bit about how all this caught his eye.
Well, he found us in the parking lot at Vinny's.
Of course, where all good things are found.
You have no idea. Anyway, yeah, he found us, and Joy Mining and Machinery is his sponsor. And so they kind of came along and said, we want to help you in a big way.
Wonderful. So it's the Navy SEAL Foundation.
Navy SEAL Foundation.
If people would like to get involved, they can go to nswkids.com, and we so appreciate you being with us. You're doing a wonderful thing.
Thank you.
Suzanne Vogel, thanks again for being here.